Hello viewers, today I am coming to you with a very specific topic, but before I start the discussion, let me thank Zoological Society of Assam under whose initiatives this discussion is going on. Today's topic of discussion is pearl formation. The main objective of the discussion is to explore the process of pearl formation. The learning outcomes. After this discussion, the students can gain a knowledge on what is pearl, about the types of pearl, the structure of pearl, important features of pearl, pearl producing molluscs, and about the process of pearl formation. What is pearl? Pearl is a valuable gem known to mankind since ancient times. Pearl is also known as queens of gem and considered a symbol of beauty, love, purity and good wealth. Pearl is only gemstone which is produced by living animals. The pearl is produced by certain bivalves of molluscs. In Indian system of gemology, we know that there are 9 Maharatnas are there: Hira, Mukta, Manikya, Pravara, Gomeda, Indranila, Vaishadura, Pusharaga and Panna. And among these 9 Maharatnas, the pearl or Mukta is only next to the diamond or Hira. Kokichi Mikimoto, he is the pioneer in the pearl industry. He referred to as the father of pearl industry. In 1893, he succeeded in culturing a semi-spherical pearl artificially. Types of pearl. As you know, the different flowers are grown in different species of plants. In similar way, different pearls grow in different species of mollusks. The pearls are categorized into the following types based on habitat. Based on habitat, the pearl may be categorized as saltwater pearl and freshwater pearl. The saltwater pearls come from oysters that live in oceans, while the freshwater pearls are produced by the mussels that live in rivers, lakes or ponds. The second category of pearl is based on the type of formation. Based on the type of formation, the pearls are categorized as natural pearls and cultured or artificial pearl. These cultured pearls are called as artificial because they are, though natural, are cultured by men. The natural pearls are made by oysters accidentally and are very rare. The cultured pearls are made by inserting small beads, a piece of donor mental tissue into the reproductive organ of a saltwater oyster, or by simply inserting a piece of donor mental tissue in case of freshwater pearls. types of pearl. The cultured pearls come in five main varieties: Akoya, Tahitian, freshwater, white and golden South Seas, and Sea of Cortez pearls. Each of these pearls has its own unique beauty. Here we have 8 different types of pearls based on shape, size and color. Most importantly, the Akoya pearls. These are cultured in Japan, China and Vietnam. Japan is the best producer of most beautiful Akoya pearls in the world. These are perfectly round in shape, white and shining with bright mirror-like luster. These are cultured saltwater pearls. Akoya pearls are grown in saltwater oyster, Pinctada fucata, native to the colder waters of Pacific Ocean surrounding Japan. Akoya pearls range in size from 2 to 3 millimeter in diameter. The freshwater pearls, these present in a rainbow of beautiful natural colors and an incredible variety of sizes and unique shapes that range from barcus to perfect rounds. These are less expensive than the saltwater pearls. Freshwater pearls are found in natural and man-made freshwater lakes and ponds. These range from 2 to 3 millimeter in diameter. The barcus pearls, they differ from other round pearls because of their interesting shapes and sizes. It is quite popular among jewelry makers because they can be crafted into jewelry of various shapes. The barcus pearls are available in round and flat shapes apart from oval, rice-shaped or square. They have a very smooth surface. The rainbow-leaved pearls are usually 8 to 9 millimeter in diameter. These are produced from only 2 farms in America. Their natural colors follow the spectrum of the rainbow. Each oyster only produces one pearl in its lifetime. The Tahitian pearls, these are cultured in saltwater. These are the most famous and prevalent naturally black colored pearl. These are grown in a saltwater pearl oyster, Pinctada margaritifera. The Tahitian pearls are one of the largest cultured pearl types in the world. South Sea pearls. White and golden South Sea pearls are the largest and most luxurious of all cultured pearl types found in market today. These are often called the queen of pearls. South Sea pearls are formed in a saltwater oyster, the Pinctada maxima, which grows up to a foot in diameter at maturity. It is the largest pearl producing oyster. The size of the South Sea pearl ranges from 8 to 9 millimeter in diameter. The Biwa pearls, these are cultured in Lake Biwa of Japan. These freshwater pearls are cultured from mussels. They are known for their unique shape and unusual colors. It should be noted here that the typical Biwa pearls resemble rice grains or sticks. The Casey pearls, These are made entirely without any irritant and are almost always irregular in shape. They throw out or reject out the human introduced irritant but still produces a non-nucleated pearl which is known as Casey pearl. Structure of pearl. Pearl is a spherical or irregular mass formed by calcareous secretion of the nacre. The nacre is called as mother of pearl and is found in glandular mantle of the mollusk. The nacre is deposited around a nucleus which is composed of foreign object that causes irritation in the animal. The diagram shows the structure of pearl in cultured form, whereas the B shows the pearl formation or the structure of pearl in natural form. Let us continue the structure of pearl by discussing the shape, size and color of the pearl. Shape of the pearl. Pearls are irregular in shape. Perfect round shape pearls are very rare. Globose pearls are occasionally produced when the invasion of a very small marine organism takes place in the mantle of the pearl oyster. The size of the pearl depends upon various factors like age of the mollusk, temperature of seawater, nutritional availability, etc. The white pearls can be as small as 1 to 2 millimeter in diameter. The black pearls range from 8 millimeter up to the 16 millimeter in diameter or even higher. Color of the pearl. Pearls come in rainbow of natural color from classic to black to blue and even violet. Pearl color is a key factor to understand when buying pearls. The diagram shows the different colors of the pearls, but how a pearl acquires its natural color. Coloration of the pearl such as cream, pink, bluish, brown and black are due to the nature of organic layers and the introduction of certain pigments into the argonite. Different mollusks produce pearls of different colors. The color of a pearl is usually similar to the color of the shell nacre of the mollusk which produces it. This character is genetically controlled. This is very clearly shown by Pinctada margaritifera black or grace steel grey in color. Pinctada maxima, silvery white in color. Pinctada albanos, green in color, and some freshwater mussels, pink in color. However, in case of Pinctada fucata, the color of the pearls produced may be golden yellow, pink, white or cream, depending on slight differences in the site of the nuclei implantation. Chemical composition of pearl. Chemically, the pearl is composed of 91.53% calcium carbonate or aragonite, 3.83% organic matrix called conceolin, which is a cementing substance. It is an organic glue that holds the crystalline aragonite layers together. About 3.97% of the pearl is water, and about 0.67% of the pearl is made up of different types of residues. In physical terms, a pearl has 3.5 to 4.5 hardness on Mohs scale with a specific gravity of 2.7. Biologically, a pearl is more or less similar to the inner shining layer of mother of pearl layer or nacre of cells. Features of pearl. Pearl is a valuable gem known to mankind since ancient times. It is a hard glistening object in crystalline form. It is composed of calcium carbonate in the form of aragonite or a mixture of aragonite and calcite minerals. Conceolin attaches the aragonite crystals, as I have mentioned earlier. A typical pearl is spherical and smooth. However, in most cases, the pearls are irregular in shape, and these are called Barku pearls. Natural pearl weights are given in carats and grains. A pearl grain is 0.25 carats. Other important features of pearl. The crystal structure is orthorhombic or microcrystalline in nature. Hardness 2.5 to 4.5 on Mohs scale. The Mohs scale of mineral hardness is qualitative ordinal scale. The refractive index 1.52 to 1.66, density 2.60 to 2.85, transparency translucent to opaque. The luster is pearly and the fluorescence is weak. Black pearl, red to reddish, river pearl, strong pale green. The pearl producing molluscs. Pearl producing molluscs first appeared 530 million years ago. Most pearl producing molluscs are bivalves, meaning their cells have two halves connected by a hinge like a clam. Though edible oysters can occasionally produce a pearl, they are of no commercial significance. Pearls can be produced by all cell-bearing mollusks, but only those with cells having an inner nacreous layer produce pearls for commercial value. The finest natural pearls are produced by the pearl oysters, Pinctada margaritifera and Pinctada fucata martensi. In Eastern Asia, pearl produced by the marine pearl oyster Meligrina are most valuable. Different species of mollusk which produce pearl from Indian region are shown in the table with their distributional range. Pinctada anomioides from Mumbai, Madras Harbour and Andaman. Pinctada atroparpuria from Madras Harbour and Andaman. Pinctada chemnitzi from Madras Harbour. Pinctada margaritifera from Andaman and Nicobar. Pinctada sagillata from Gujarat and Andaman. Pinctada fucata, the common Indian pearl oyster from Gulf of Kutch. These 6 species are basically found from Indian region. In India, pearls are produced by 2 common and widely distributed species of freshwater mussels, Lamellidens marginalis and Lamellidens coreanus. These are the 2 species generally and widely used for freshwater pearl culture method. But how to detect an original pearl? For the general non-professionals, they can test pearl by observation because the pearls are unique. When you look at each pearl on necklace, the color, shape, size and luster of the pearls are not all exactly the same. Because they have been made by nature, each pearl has its individual personality. Fake pearls usually have the same size and same shape. The shape, true pearls do not have a particular neat shape. Naturally grown pearls are very difficult to have a necklace all of the same shape, especially those that are rounded or pearls that is particularly uniform in size. By touch, even when the weather is hot, true pearls can have a sense of cool. Plastic beads generally feel warm. By sound, when you shake and knock an entire string of the pearl, the real pearls will have a softer, more comfortable sound, and the fakes will sound thinner, tiny. Magnifying glass can be used for observation. By observing with a magnifying glass, one can detect whether the pearl is original or not. For a professional, he can perform the following test for detection of the pearl. By using the knife, with a knife or scissors, a professional can scrape the surface of the real pearl. It will only fall some powder, and in the artificially coated beads, scraping, blowing a layer of film will expose to the true face of the glass. If uncoated glass beads scraping action, it just gives a smooth feeling. By using fire, when you burn the pearls with a lighter, surface seems to be intact, still shiny, no odor. When burning time is extended to 2 minutes or more, there will be a popping sound. A shading phenomenon occurs when the layers of beads with a fingernail scratch. The bounce test. Drop the pearl bead from about the height of 60 cm on a piece of glass. The rebound height should be around 35 cm. In this way, one can test the originality of a pearl. By using chemical solution, acetone can be used for detecting original pearl. Put the pearl into acetone solution. Glorious should be as usual. Imitation pearls. The duplicate pearls will lose total luster within 1 minute under the same condition. By polarizer observation, pearls are almost all light or semi-transparent, while the duplicate or imitation pearls have a transparent layer and they don't have a uniform torus. These 10 characteristics are the most important to detect whether the pearl is original or not. Pearl formation, the basic process. Pearl is secreted by the mantle as a protective measure against foreign objects like sand particles, parasites, small larvae, or any object of organic or inorganic origin. When the foreign object invades in between the mantle and the cell, it becomes enclosed in a sac of mantle epithelium which produces irritation. The irritation stimulates the mantle epithelium to secrete thin concentric layers of mother of pearl around the foreign body, and finally the pearl is formed. The whole process is depicted in details in these diagrams. Mantle of the mollusk, the foreign body, epithelium, layer, the cell, the outermost cell. The foreign body invades into the mantle and forms a layer of layer, and finally within the layers of nacre the pearl is formed, where the mother of pearl resides in the middle of the pearl. The nacre layer resides or covers the outer portion of the mother of pearl. The process takes several years. Usually it requires 3 to 4 years to produce a pearl from considerable size. but a large pearl requires about 7. Let us conclude the discussion. In the conclusion, we can say that during 16th century the pearl is considered as the gallstone of oyster. Pearl themselves been objects of great value and have symbolized love, chastity, purity or feminine charms in various societies. Good quality natural pearls are rare and therefore extremely valuable. Various states of India, viz. Odisha, West Bengal, Jharkhand, etc. are producing pearl at local level for economic upliftment. In Assam, an unemployed youth of Nagaon, Rulen Hazarika has started the pearl production at local level, which is presently at initial level. Pearl production offers a variety of economic cells and approaches ranging from commercial companies to cooperatives, families and individuals. It did not require a high capital and is suitable for low technology village production. These are the books followed during this discussion. So thank you viewers. If you like the discussion, you can subscribe the channel, and if you have any queries, then please email me to upa_sanjib@rediffmail.com. Thank you.